trying to live as an American for a week.
We back. We back. Yeah. Eating garlic bread though. Shit ends in 2 days. It's official though. Signal is now honeypot. You should use something else. And 23andme was a pretty fucking retarded idea. See. I always thought the idea of sorry, my stream is fucked up. Of giving a company access to your DNA essentially was dumb as fuck. Oh, god damn it. Kick won't stream because I have to adjust the Looks like I'm just streaming on YouTube today. It's okay. RMS only smokes open source crack. It's true. The funny thing is, I forget who was telling me, but apparently Richard Stallman only, it's kind of funny, he only uses I don't know if it's true, but apparently Richard Stallman only uses what is it, Ethernet, because he doesn't know if the Wi-Fi source is like free and open source or something. He like woke up one of his friends because he doesn't do hotels or something because he thinks that they ask for too much information. And I mean, it's kind of right. Hotels do ask for a lot of information. I mean, if I'm literally just traveling through town, like, what do you need? Like, I could understand maybe if you're booking online so no one steals it. Like, no one steals your spot, but if I just walk into a place, you shouldn't ask for, in my opinion, you shouldn't ask for that much information. I don't think it's needed. It's just a room. I'm handing you money. So he only stays at friends' places. He says it's cheap, it's convenient, and he doesn't have to give up any information over. But the funniest part is that he woke up his friend and asked for, like, I think an Ethernet cable or something, because he didn't know if if they were using non-free if they were using free and open source Wi-Fi, which is actually the funniest thing. I should have done that card first. I'm retarded. Armis can only breathe certain open source air. He doesn't travel into the main cities. I love RSM, Richard Stallman theories. Like, imagine him using, he wouldn't use a chair, like a bar stool, because it might need proprietary drivers to assemble it. Imagine asking the bartender that too. Excuse me, sir, is your stools free and open source and no proprietary drivers that are required to use this? Because if so, I will not be drinking at this establishment. Now, to be fair, there is a lot of times where I don't like buying something that requires a special tool in order for me to operate it. And I will not lie. I had a Volkswagen, and to do the clutch, to change the clutch on the manual transmission, I needed a special tool to align the clutch that was only made by Volkswagen. I think that's fucking bullshit. And they're like, don't own it. Well, now you're gatekeeping products, and you're making it very difficult to actually own the product. I think it's kind of slimy behavior to make something and only certain tools can fix it. I believe that right to repair is fundamentally the most I guess the most cost-effective way to keep people. They always have these weird arguments of like, well, right to repair then dictates how they have to design it, and I don't necessarily agree with that. It's not dictating how they design it, it's just giving me the ability to repair it. You know what I mean? You can have I mean, like, look at grass. Grass is a perfect example of this. We as society, anyone can cut grass. It's not complicated. It's labor intensive, but it's not complicated. Anyone can cut grass. But we still pay people to fucking do it. We pay people like $20, $30 to fucking cut grass. Something that simple. So, I have to go, man. Have a good stream. Thanks, 10K hours, minimum. Yeah, the repair thing is stupid. Yeah, I think people should just have the right to be able to fix stuff all the time, and they'll still fucking go to have someone fix it. And those shops will still probably buy part. I mean, that's what, you know, I don't know. It's something I'll die. I had an argument with someone about it once, and they definitely, I was definitely not strong with it. I was not strong with the thought process. Like, I didn't really think about it. I just think people should, like, if you make a product right to repair, it's not going to hurt a business either. People will eventually buy something after it breaks, and it becomes financially irresponsible to keep fixing it. I see it all the time. There are things that I will fix myself, and then it becomes a sunken cost of time and money to continue to fix it. So I'll get the newer. Yeah, I'll see you later, man. You have a good night. I think I will still have the ability to fix it myself. Or like certain stuff on like vehicles, you don't want to, you can do it yourself, but that doesn't mean that you're going to, even if it's easy. Time comes into play, money comes into play. People will still have other people do stuff because we're lazy. But these insane restrictions they put, or these insane afterthoughts that they put into that make it very difficult to repair, where I can't do it at all without going to a dealership or a authorized repair. That's just slimy behavior to me. If you make stuff repairable, people will still outsource it because they're lazy. That's all it is. Not in a mean way, like, you know, like we're lazy. We don't want to spend, like, my Pixel 6 was actually very easy to repair. I'll give Google like a thumbs up on that. I replaced the battery. They made it very easy to repair. It wasn't a moderately hard thing to repair. So I think that it's insane to think that you need to make something complicated to repair. I could have taken it to a technician and had him fix it for me, but I wanted to just do it myself, and that's all it is. And they didn't make it hard. Now, is it waterproof anymore? No, that went out the window. I mean, we should just have removable batteries. That should just come back. That should be an option. I should have a removable battery. Something that's going to eventually be destroyed. I mean, like, go bad. And the bad thing is, my battery started swelling. It swelled to the point of actually, it swelled to the point. Let me not even get this started. It was pushing my screen up. So I didn't really have a choice besides to fix it. Yeah, bro, signal equals honeypot. I'm being sarcastic, Elevation. Because Signal is having a huge influx of people coming to join it, I think that's what people will think. Because and I'm being as partisan as possible, like neutral. I'm being as neutral as possible. I don't care about the political part of it. Razer laptop with a swollen battery. No, it was my Pixel 6. My Pixel 6 had a swollen battery and it was pushing the screen out of it. So I didn't have a fucking choice. It made my job easier fixing it, but I think because influx of amount of people are actually gonna start using Signal because of the leaks and people are realizing, oh, there's an end-to-end encrypted app and blah blah blah. I think that's great. That makes Signal more strong. Oh, they just quit. Cool, 2 wins in a row. Awesome. I think that gives Signal's strength higher. The more people that use end-to-end encrypted communications, like actual end-to-end encryption, and the more and get away from SMS, and the more people that use encrypted email, the better society is. The safer, quote unquote safer, the more secure society is. Is it perfect? No, it's not going to be, but I think more people should use end-to-end encrypted options, especially if they have the ability to delete messages. This is why I only use Signal, or Simple X. If you don't contact me through that, then no. I love the Pixel 7 and 8 because of the M2 Titan chip and how hacker-proof it is. Yeah, the way it does, it has the encryption keys. Yeah, I want to use the word hacker-proof. Anything could technically be hacked or vulnerable, but it definitely is a step in the right security. This is why Graphene OS picked the Pixel, and my Pixel was my first flagship phone. All my other phones probably there was $200 or less. I do agree that it sucks that we're being priced into better security and better privacy. I do hate that. But the 9A, honestly, Google did a fucking banger job on the 9A. But I don't like the idea of being priced into security. Like, you have to spend sub $800, $500 plus for a more secure device. It kind of sucks because security is always an afterthought. This is why when these retards want to put these custom ROMs on these fucking outdated phones where the hardware is not secure anymore, or it's an insecure chip, or it's not getting firmware up, it didn't get proper firmware updates, or the microcode is insecure, then you essentially, it doesn't matter what fucking custom ROM or how quote unquote de-googled you are, you just made everything worse. So it's kind of funny. And some of these things might be very niche or esoteric or very specific to certain people's threat models. But a polished turd is still a polished turd. I would never get like a Lineage OS phone and be like, I'm better off. That would be retarded. And you can just get Graphene OS on a stock Pixel, put Graphene OS on it, install 0 Google Play services at all. They do not ship with them, and just use it as a normal phone. That's what I like about it. I think that's the part that people miss. You don't have to install Google. If it wasn't a Pixel, I'd probably go with a Samsung with Security Knox. Security Knox is actually dog shit. I hate to say it. That guy that tried to shoot Trump on he had a Samsung with yo, just got here, what do you mean? I thought Signal is good. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm memeing. I think people are gonna start saying that because more people are gonna start using Signal now because of the leaks. But Elevation, Security Knox is dog shit from what I understand. The guy that the guy that tried to assassinate Trump, again, I'm shifting away from the political part of it. He had a Samsung, an updated Samsung, updated software, and it got cracked in like 45 minutes. Samsung security is not the best. It's actually probably worse. It comes with a lot of bloatware too. I would say, personally, this is a Signal equals dog shit. No, man, Signal's fine. It's end-to-end encrypted. People, we need to get away from SMS. You know, and you know it. I would Simple X is better, but the likelihood of spam could be kind of annoying. And then getting people to understand like how it works, you know what I mean? It's just Signal just works. You just give them it's so look, we need something so good that it doesn't need documentation. That's my theory. I want things to be so good that documentation is not needed. You just download Signal, and it is bloatware, but you just download Signal. That's all you do, and then it just you get people on board with it. You know what I mean? You get people on board with it. They just put in a phone number, and that's it. That's all it works. Should I change my SMS client to Signal as the default then? I would change it if you can get your friends to do it. As Signal doesn't support SMS anymore. For good reason, because that SMS again is insecure. The reasoning made sense. If you can get your friends to shift to Signal, I would. That would be better. You would be better. You can do group chats. You don't even have to tell them it's secure or end-to-end encrypted. Bro, I always get read strategy guides before playing video games or software or anything. Yeah, there's no. I mean, RTFM is good. You should always RTFM. It's literally the goat of most problems. But I would definitely start trying to get people to use Signal or Simple X. Just don't grab a messaging app, you know what I mean? Don't grab a messaging app and then jump to another one and have your friends uninstall. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that could be very annoying. I've gotten have you tried Briar's fine, but it's got a lot of problems that I wouldn't necessarily use Briar unless I absolutely have to. I have used it, but I would only be using Briar is if I was at a protest. But the thing is, so 5G is supposed to thwart, if it's properly implicated, 5G is supposed to thwart Stingray attacks. But it's not, because telecoms don't give a fuck. Something to think about, you know? So that's one thing. First off, if Simple X Chat was compatible with Signal, then it would make it so much better. I don't think it would ever be could ever be compatible. There's probably a reason why it's above like my knowledge. But I think Briar has a use case if you have a phone that has no connection to you in cache and you want a way to communicate via Bluetooth, which I don't know. Implemented, implemented. You know what I meant. Fuck you. Straight booling. Implicated. Implemented. You know what I meant, brother. Damn. So I think that it is imperative to always be aware that we don't need more. We don't need more messaging apps. Again, I think Briar has its use. But most of the time, I would just say use Signal. No one has to have your number anymore with Signal. It is default. But when you're at a protest and stingrays are there, what they'll do is they'll force you down to use 2G, which is unencrypted. They'll put you to a lesser. This is why you can, I would say, turn off 2G. And if 5G ever gets implicated correctly, it's a slightly more secure. But there is, I'll drop it. Just saw Twitter for an ad for a new phone service that can be purchased with Bitcoin. I'd be skeptical of that. Just pay with cash, get a regular fucking all these extra steps to get an anonymous crypto phone number is just pay with cash or Monero. Buy Monero. You know what I mean? Like buy it. How do I explain it? Buy it with like the intentions of like I just say buy it with cash or buy it with Monero, like buy a gift card with Monero and then buy it with buy it with that. I mean, I don't know. Stealth is nice. Stealth is like where I would say get it. Ooh, I can drop auto pay. So that's just my thought on that. But I mean, there was a service that I was looking at called Quitch a while back that allows you to run your own server, routes everything through Tor. You know what I mean? It's there's good pros and cons out there to like services, and I think Quitch is cool. I hope some of these projects survive and there is a good level of competition that we have. But what browser do you recommend, by the way? Only Ladybird now. Now that I've gotten Ladybird to work one time, I only use Ladybird. I'm actually using Ladybird right now. I'm just kidding, by the way. The least shittiest one, which is probably Brave, that works out of the box, that has good the good security side of Chrome and ad blocking by default. I mean, really can't beat that. Personally. I think people forget that browser security is like very I have a different browser for each use case. So let's get rid of you. Like I use, you know, XYZ browser for XY reasons. Like, I don't really care for Firefox for a lot of reasons, but to be fair, boom. All right, I won. Now I can focus. I was like trying to multitask. So Brave, I use Brave for certain use cases because I think it blocks ads really well, and especially at the beginning with Graphene OS, Vetadium was terrible for ads. Like, it didn't do a good ad blocking, but that was not their intention, so I'm not hating on them. So I think, and it's still not good, by the way. I use Vetadium for very sensitive stuff that, like, I want to know that it's secure, like it's being incorporated properly. Same thing with like, you know, people don't understand what like WebView, best browser. Look up Vector T13 or Octo browser. Both are Russian-made anti-detected browsers, and they are not free. Yeah, that sounds terrible already. You lost me at the word Vector T13. That just sounds like something from fucking Terminator. An Octo browser just sounds like a scam for some reason. But I think you should just kind of figure out which like I compartmentalize. That's why I like Cube so much. I compartmentalize all my browsers for the use case. I use Mulvad's browser. I think their browser is great for Tor-like features, quote unquote. Like private mode, it's like a private mode browser. Like it just clears everything when you're done. The fact that they don't want you to modify it, and I get why, because you do get strength through numbers in this kind of thing, not like at a security theater shit, but you get the benefit. That's why Tor is so effective, because Tor, everyone's browser looks the same. But I do not like anything that does not support dark mode. Dark mode can fingerprint you because its canvas looks different. If there could be if we could just all universally go to dark mode, fuck light mode. It's never been good. My eyes burn. I've never met anyone that's like, I love light mode. Light mode, great. Light mode suck. If we can just have everyone jump on the dark mode default browser experience, I would be using Mulvad's browser even more. But it's blinding shit light. Light mode just fucking hurts. Dark mode for everyone. Dark mode for all. If every developer Russian software is superior, let's not pretend like we don't know. I wouldn't say that. I don't really base software based on geographical location. I base it on what it can and cannot do. That's like saying Swiss privacy is king, or First Amendment is all that society needs. That's just retarded. Like America good or America bad moment. Like, you know, I think I like software that's free and open source, respect my privacy, and that's really about it. And let's I still use Bitwarden. Is it all right? Bitwarden's fine. I left to KeyPass because not because of anything they did. I'm trying to Russians grow up playing chess and hacking. Okay. I don't know what that means. I grew up jerking off, and I'm still on the I grew up gooning. Sorry, I can't say jerking off. It's like if Bitwarden works for you and it's good, excellent. I would rather see people use password managers than not. I think it's worse when people tell me that they keep their shit in their notes, or they put it in the back, like they make up their own password. It's even fucking worse. So I think it's good that you're using Bitwarden. They're free. Bitwarden is superior software, but only the Rust version, VaultWarden. If you're not using VaultWarden, you suck, and you're not using my favorite government-backed programming language. Ooh, we're gonna kill him. So, oh, it's only 2 damage. God damn it. Oh wait, no, he hit. Oh, we're good. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. So I think Bitwarden, yeah, Aegis is good too. I did read some bad ways that Aegis does some things, but it could be outdated. I don't think it's up to date anymore. But it's better than anything. I actually use just hardware authentication, 2FA. Something similar like a YubiKey. I like hardware 2FA personally more. In case lots of my passwords are also on Chrome password manager though. The way that Chrome so it's encrypted, so you should be good. I don't necessarily think it's the problem is if Aegis is one of the first 2FAs that could be biometrically locked. Yeah, it's good. But biometric protections, do they exist in are you protected under any amendment with biometric locking? You have 1,900 passwords? You should clean that up. I don't know if that's a flex, buddy old pal. But ease Chrome password erase Chrome. No, don't do that. It's fine. I mean, if you migrate everything to, it's not a password manager. It's just storing in the browser. The Chrome browser is very secure. You just got to make sure your browser's update and that you don't make any accidents. If you make any accidents, then yeah, your password can get compromised through browser exploits. But if you keep your password manager up to date, if you keep your browser up to date and your web viewer up to date and your system up to date, you should be fine. I think people confuse Chrome with like Google with privacy and security, and they interchangeably use them. Unfortunately, personally, I do not. I don't like that because oh fuck, I picked the wrong person. I didn't want him to attack. I think that if somebody's grandma was like, I need, instead of somebody's fucking grandma, oh thank God. I need to block that. Oh, I guess because he'll die. YouTube started blocking to watch videos because ad blocks are, it kind of sucks, man. Just use GrayJ. GrayJ, it is Louis Rossman's project through Futo. I don't know if he's like the chair, but he's a part of Futo. GrayJ is great. I use it. Look up the article, new critical warning for 3 billion Google Chrome users, act now. I would actually have to read through it and not with a lot of context. I will read that though. If you have me on Discord or if you're in the Element chat, send me the article or link it here and I'll type it. Ooh, we can play twosies. But yeah, the YouTube blocking the ads is ass. I am not going to disagree with that. 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Come on, kill screaming nests. I know you want to. March 25 is the date for that article. Oh, okay. That could be a lot of people grab articles and they're either filled with a lot of clickbait shit. Just saying. And then it ends up not being real. Look at that. I'm just saying, like, the people that thought, so everyone thought CSAM, what died? Oh, CSAM was being scanned by Apple because of a misrepresented article and the guy not understanding, or it was making a call to like Apple services because of a misunderstanding of how the code works, or it was like he was looking at something that was not correct and it ended up being like nothing. And this happens all the time where non-technical people are writing these articles and they have a mischaracterization of something and then it gets spread because they have a clickbait title and then it ends up not being a real problem. Like Intel Management System is a part of that. Intel Management System is dog shit. It might be considered a security threat to a certain degree and maybe not wanted or warranted, but a lot of the information people bring up is outdated and has been corrected since then. Again, I don't think it was created as a backdoor. It was literally created to manage systems without having to be there. It's an IT tool that is used probably a lot more in the extent and can be exploited. But you wouldn't blame a seatbelt causing someone to die. You wouldn't blame the seatbelt in saying we should get rid of seatbelts. You know what I mean? If somebody dies from the fact that the seatbelt locked up and it decapitated them, but their overall 99% of the use case of seatbelts are functioning and helping or making something like, you know, people's lives easier, etc. I'm just trying to make a simplified analogy. You wouldn't get rid of fucking seatbelts. And this happens quite often with these articles. New critical warning for 3 billion Google Chrome users. Act now. You know what I mean? And then let's even go on another hypothetical. Say this article comes out and it ends up being true. What kind of mic are you using, by the way? Sounds good. Wow, really? This mic's terrible. I just got it off the internet. Sweetwater. I did do a lot of adjustments, and watched a lot of videos. The funny thing is, like, I'm a musician and I literally have zero desire to ever like get like expensive high-end mics, and sometimes I don't even know if it's like good or not. Especially like you have to adjust a lot of stuff for each mic. So I watched like probably like 4 to 5 videos on adjusting it. 0 day for patched. So that means it's patched. That's a good thing. You know how many dude, if you went on the internet, like, that's why these data breach channels can go on forever. Anything that talks about data breaches, they could literally go on forever. You would have a stroke. This is called the Mano, M-A-O-N-O, Mano. Mano, I thought about getting there's a very popular one that a lot of streamers and YouTubers use. I thought about getting that one, but it's not really about the mic anymore. It's just about, you know, setting it up correctly. I realized I've seen people take $50 mics, turn them to sound like they're like a, you know, $40. A lot of the higher and expensive mics, they'll just have they'll sound a little bit better out the gate. But the 0 day for Google Chrome patch is a good thing, though. Just, you know, hindsight's 2020. Apple people think Apple can't get hacked or viruses, which is retarded. And this is a common misconception that they have fed to their listeners or people that use them, so they think that they're not affected. But there are some nasty vulnerabilities out there that Apple just catches really, really quick. And they're lucky because they catch them. And Apple's not even open source. Damn, bro. Man, fuck this guy. I guess. So, like, I can only imagine that what Apple, like, probably sees that we don't. And Apple's not open source, but they're pretty efficient on patching stuff quickly. But they also have less devices they have to, like, really worry about. They're like a very one ecosystem kind of thing. The only thing that people can argumentatively say is that I know this. And I kind of agree with it. Is that you don't know necessarily what Apple has information on you and what they're doing with it at all. So you're kind of trusting them at the end of the day, which I don't like. Oh, okay. Flying Spooky Man. He can't gain life anyways. So it's I heard that Apple could make offline SMS possible for all users, but they don't want to. I would like to. I wonder. Apple isn't lucky. 80% of their workforce is living in shitty living, and they're all clawing to get to the top. This security fixes to the top. This. I say that. I don't know. Apple Pay is pretty good. If you're talking about the people outside the country that are outsourced, you can say that for any company then. I mean, realistically. Like, every company is like that then. I have friends that work for Apple. I mean, their starting pay is pretty insane. God damn, bro. Fuck this. Fuck Ludex. So, but like their security team, it's kind of like Microsoft's security team. I'm talking about San Francisco. They're living in shitty. I wouldn't call them living in shitty conditions then if they're working for Apple in San Francisco. Not gonna lie. If you're talking about the general, I mean, like, crime rate happens in every state and has shitty parts everywhere. Damn, bro, man, these guys bullying me. They might be making 200K but pay 8K in rent. Well, yeah, they wouldn't get that 200K though if they didn't live in San Francisco. That's just state. That's a state thing. Like, make 8K in rent, but you're making 200K, and let's say you're making 200K after taxes. Let's throw a hypothetical out there. You theoretically even that's a lot. It's true that the initial offer could identify your files through the link prints. Oh, are you talking about the Intel officer? Yes. Printers leave microcode. It's somewhat true. This is why you get a thermal printer. I'll answer that in a second. It is true. There's true that it leaves identifying information, but it's not been confirmed, I think, by the manufacturers, but I think they do. I think there is truth to it. I can't remember. I was reading something on this. Someone brought it up and I had to look into it. But if you make 200K, even like say like post-tax, and you clear 200K and your rent's 8,000, that still leaves you with what, like 80K minus 120,000? Get the old school printer? No, just get a thermal printer. But 120K is fucking good. If you can't live off 120K, you suck with money. Buy it from a pawn shop. No, just do a thermal printer. But the printers have, I believe, microcodes on them that can tell you, like, oh, this is the printer that it belongs to, and it leaves amount of information. God damn, bro, how many motherfuckers does that have? He'd be exiling. But again, if this is something that you're worried about, you would have to be doing something illegal, and they can technically just find that's why, like, metadata is the ultimate cum stain. There's other ways they could technically achieve this, like verbatim. You don't need all these fans. That's why I say, like, you don't need ways to break encryption and do all these like crazy OPSEC like things. You just need to have people make mistakes. You know, it's like the meme, like 200K gross is 96K rent. We haven't talked about car payments or insurance or having a bad bitch. So so say your rent is 96K and you're making, you wouldn't have made this 200K. You don't have to necessarily own a car in California. They have good public transportation. And if you make 200K, I highly doubt that you need to finance a car. You'd be pretty retarded to actually, again, if you can't live off like 130K, let's say if you can't live off 100K, you're really bad with your money. You can almost live on 100K in any state, unless your rent is 8,000. But again, I doubt you would actually be making 100K and you'd be paying. I doubt you would be paying $8,000 making 100K in your head, and I doubt a landlord would fucking sign that lease to you. You have to make generally 4 times the rent anyways to be approved for any rent. You would be retarded. Actually, straight up, your landlord would be a retard if they signed that lease and they saw that how much you make. And I'm a landlord hater. If my landlord sees this, I didn't mean it. But in hindsight, this guy's being a real thorn in my balls. Create number 1 red goblin shows you equal to the amount of excess damage dealt to that creature this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Is 100k good? I think 100k is good if you have good credit. I think 100. God, dude, fuck this cunt. He's just doing nothing. How many does he have of these, and how does he keep drawing them? I think 100k is good. I think 100k is a lot of people don't even touch 100k in their lifetime. With bad credit, everything is more expensive. Yeah, credit's very important. Oopsies. I think it's actually more important, just as if more important it is to have good credit. You should always have good credit. In America, at least. Some countries it doesn't matter. But I guess it depends on also what state you're in. 100k in my state would be amazing. If you make 100k in my state and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're retarded. And I mean that with good faith. I sympathize with people that make less money. And I sympathize it sucks when people are living paycheck to paycheck. But if you're making 100 grand a year, it's definitely not a it reminds me of that meme of like Grant Cardone being like, I'd be sick if I was making 40k a month or something. Like, you just sound dumb. Like, I'd be sick if I was making $40,000 a month. That's not even enough for my pussy or something. You know what I mean? Just like the dumbest, most out of touch shit on the planet. Like, you actually actively sound retarded. And I hope no one takes him serious. This motherfucker and his food tokens, bro. But like, yeah, good credits. I get actually there's probably a financial monetary perspective of money that you will make as a human being, and credit will not matter. Like, if you're making $500,000 a year, let's say like 500k a year post-tax, like say you clear 500k a year after tax, you probably don't really need to worry about credit as much. But credit is kind of irrelevant at that point. Man, fuck this cunt. Grant Cardone laid off his entire office as soon as the pandemic. Yeah, he gives terrible advice. Most financial people give terrible advice. Personally, I think if you're like, the simplest financial advice is, if you can, live beneath your means. Like try not to afford something outside of your budget if you can. Like, obviously you can't speak for everyone. And this guy is really busting my balls. I'm getting butt cancer from him. And he's milling my deck, and I'm going to lose it. I won't be able to do shit. It's like the most annoying opponent right now. He's just milling my deck like a bitch. He's milking me. I hate pussies like this right now. Even though I got Fog Bank straight in my deck. One of them. Target player mills. Oh god, hell no. Oh hell no. Oh damn. He has 4. Bro, why do I keep drawing fucking land? Like, cock and ball torture for real. I'm really about to lose to this fucking cunt. Because I can't fucking draw something. I hate him. It's okay. My tilt... Oh my god, dude. What the absolute fuck? If I mill... You fucking cunt. So, like, I mean... Oh my god, what a fucking pussy, bro. No, I will not. I don't need more land, you fucking bitch. Jesus Christ, how much more land can I be handed? I only got trample. And it'll do nothing because he can just block with him. But yeah, it's... Most of those guys are grifters. I mean, they get figured out. I can't even fucking block with flying. Oh my god, this is... I'm tilted. I'm gonna get tilted from this match. Because Magic the Gathering is literally handing me fucking... Russians have the cheat code? No, I think he's retarded. Dude! Every card that I, like, literally fucking need is being milled into existence. Like a cuck. Only cucks would do this. Oh my god, dude. This fucking loser is giving me so much. Can I get trample, please? I can't play anything. Every card that... are you willing to get chipped if there's a massive internet shutdown? Huh? What do you mean by chipped? Like... Do I think somebody's gonna chip me? I'm gonna shit in this... First, before I finish that question, I'm gonna shit in this person's yard. One more mill, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, and he's got flying! I got menace. Cool. This is like the most cancerous fucking like draw. It's not even my deck at this point. It's like, how the fuck do I keep drawing land? I'm tilted. I'm chilling. Oh my god, he's gonna mill my deck like a bitch! Elon Musk goes brain chip? No. I don't think that it's not quote unquote needed. Look, thank you for milling my fucking land. You fucking cuck. Look, I can't tell someone... I can't tell somebody that they can't have something if it makes their life better. If Neuralink actually would make life better for somebody and they don't need to be dependent, why would I say no to that? That would be insane and insensitive of me. He's gonna mill my deck. I'm gonna lose. He's milling me. He's making me mill cards. Like a cock. Drew Magic the cock is what I'm hearing. And then he fucking, yep. Alright. I'll lose to the mill. Because he's a cock. Only a cuck would do this. I think this is gonna mill me into... Ooh, trample. Thank God. I don't want his brain want a brain chip. Just break out the cyber deck and start civilization over. AI girlfriend or real girlfriend in 2025 onwards. If she's 2D, if she's an AI girlfriend that's 2D, I'm for it. Anime girlfriend only. Oh, I should have done that. I don't get that card. I think I need to get rid of it. I think I'm gonna lose from the mill. I mean, if we're getting there, so AI girlfriend. Look, if I can get some AI bussy and no diseases and it's free and open source, then yeah, of course. Just target mills his entire deck and becomes a virgin. That's what I'm hearing. I think you lose if you get your deck milled. You go outside and touch some grass? Never. I think you lose the game. I can't remember. Have you ever streamed? Tried Sesame AI? No. Yeah. You lose if you lose. God, dude, what a cuck. What a fucking cuck for that one. No, I haven't tried any of the. I tried a couple local AIs. I hope that person KMS's tonight in a video game. That was I should have quit because I should have known where it was going. So only a cuck would play that. No, I haven't really tried too much AI. I've done a couple like localized like stuff that's local, but it's just not it's not interesting to me anymore. It's kind of boring. Like, cool, it can do prompts. Cool, it can make like my life easier. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that I could automate with through my phone way before AI was even a thing. MacroDroid's been around forever. I forget Tasker is like the other one where I could automate a ton of things that like for me, like if I enter a certain location, it'll send a text to this person. If I do this, it will do this for this person. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? I could have done it a long time ago. It's just, there are some things that I automate on my PC that are super repetitive and annoying and I hate it. But those are through like bash scripts or like Python scripts. And then I use cron tabs to execute them. And I learned a lot about that basically from no cap. Basically from running a Mastodon server. What do you think about people making Ghibli AR arts so far? I don't like that. I like Studio Ghibli. I think it sucks, and he's probably pissed to like a certain degree that this is like where we're heading. And it's, look, I think the world does need art. I think there are probably tools in AI that definitely make an artist's life easier, where it's not needed as much, like tedious stuff. Like, I think AI has a place. It's just very boring to me. Like, I don't have much of a use for it. But I don't think that it's not useful, if that makes sense. I definitely think it has its use. It just sucks for like the people that have done this for a living for so long. They're like, what do I do? Kind of thing. It will make a lot of slop, though. It's gonna make a lot. God damn, bro. Like, for real. It's gonna make a lot of slop, though. Like, the vibe coding thing is kind of annoying and cringe. But, like, what are you gonna do? Gonna block though, that'd be dumb not to. Yeah. So I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm just worried about the developer side. A lot of these morons are gonna start thinking they can code with AI. I swear to fucking damn, bro. That is super annoying. And maybe I'm wrong, like, I don't know. If DeepSeek taught us anything, is that you do not need all this high-powered graphics cards in order to make a powerhouse. Just saying. So NVIDIA is pretty much lying to people. And like, DeepSeek, they did it at a fraction of the cost. OpenAI seems to be worthless in my opinion. That's why I don't think we're in a free market society, because the free market would have absolutely made these companies go under financially. Hell yeah, baby. Like these guys would definitely be fucking dead by now under an actual society where the stock market doesn't dictate how much cock and balls you have. Like, OpenAI makes no fucking sense now. Because look at what DeepSeek did. At a fraction of the cost, with a fraction of the hardware computing power. Sus? Kind of. That's why I don't like all these venture capital backed fucking companies. Because what they do is, they take all this money, they make it seem really, really cool and sexy, pay these developers like fucking 50x, and then they collapse or they become demons. This is why 23andme was retarded. Anyone who thinks that 23andme was a good idea, anyone thinks that 23andme wasn't going to be a fucking shit show, and anyone who didn't think 23andme was dangerous at any point needs to reevaluate on how they read and comprehend TOS. If I give you my data, if I give you a huge chunk of my data, my physical DNA. Oh yeah, DeepSeek, haven't heard of the name in a while. Yeah, because it's again, it's just a buzzword. But I'm just pointing out, DeepSeek showed that you do not need half the fucking shit that OpenAI was claiming, and you do not need to give fucking NVIDIA all this money for all these high-end graphics processors. They just kind of shit on the whole game, and they did it in the fraction of the time. But 23andme is a good example of this, and why venture capital, all these venture capital companies are fucking shit show, and they do not care about you, they do not care about your privacy, and they will not respect you when they need to be sold off. 23andme, you gave them your physical DNA, which cannot be anonymized. You don't know what the fuck they're doing with it and how long they're keeping it, because we have no data protection laws in America. We have no actual data protection laws or privacy laws in America, or any way to delete this permanently and legally bound. So what they're going to do is they're going to sell off the company, and they could sell off all that data, something that you can't change. It's not like a password that you can change. They can sell it off to whoever the fuck they want, to the highest bidder, because they want to get bailed out because some retards had a stupid idea that was never going to be financially successful. Who the fuck gets their DNA tested on a routine basis? What company is going to do this? There's no subscription model anyone would pay, and the tests were fucking expensive. Does it give powerful insights? Does it help? Sure. Is it data that's probably useful? Yeah. But it was a stupid business. It literally reminded me of that girl that they did that, what the fuck was it called? She did that big scam saying she could figure out everyone's problems with one sample, blood sample. She was like a grifter. Don't worry. Lady grifter lady. 80 blood sample. What the fuck's her name? Elizabeth Holmes. That's what it was. Someone should have seen this. Yeah. She discovered and built her $9 billion needle-free blood testing company on technology that did not quite work. I wouldn't go as far as saying like they're the same exact thing, but I'm going as far as they're the same type of people. These people just start a company. Normies will fall for anything. I agree. I'm not going to blame the people to like the extent that I'm not going to blame the people to the extent that they're stupid for falling for something that is maybe shelled to them as a need. But I think people that didn't see the writings on the wall or thinking that this was a good business model or didn't think about the long-term effects maybe should go reread TOS and understand business acquisitions. Anything can be subject to change, and you're giving them physical. Look, 23andme was a dumb idea. The company, not the product, I guess. Does that kind of make sense? It's hard to explain. Like DNA genetic testing for health. That might be huge to somebody. But that's kind of expensive. For our total health. Wow, it does have a membership. It does have a subscription. That's crazy. I mean, that's how out of the loop I am with this fucking shit show. I think they're filed for bankruptcy. I don't know why their website's still up. But yeah, just a regular one. Like this might be very important to somebody. Biological age, that seems kind of made up. But yeah, I would never give a company that much information. I'm saying personally me. Because I'm like, if they ever get sold off, I'm fucked. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I'm trying to like be charitable because I'm saying a service like this is completely useless. Like a business like this. I think this should just be done by doctors. Or like, that are somewhat maybe protected under HIPAA. Kind of. Well, no, HIPAA just protects the transmission of data. Not the really like the information. Let me rephrase that. A doctor that I've been going to for 20 years that I know isn't going to fucking sell this. Let me rephrase it like that. Like your family doctor. Like DNA generic testing. I don't know if that's even possible. I'm not, you know. Testing work. Oh, why should I choose 23andme? Even Ancestry.com sounds retarded. Like I'm giving up a lot of information to find stuff. I think that there are some things in society that should just operate under a not-for-profit perspective where society benefits from it. And it is not going to be ruined by finding, because everyone's like, oh, just privatize everything and it's going to make life amazing. And they, the government doesn't know how to manage this, but a privatized company, they have the best interest of people. No, they don't. They have the best interest of money. Why do you think about those people that pay with their palm on some stores? Those are jokes. Those aren't real. I think that they are hiding their phone somewhere. But even if that was a thing, you're gonna be really pissed. You're gonna be really, really pissed when you have to like update your credit card. But those like palm things, I think they're hiding their card somewhere. It's just an NFC chip. You can cut up your credit card in different ways and still use NFC. You're just gonna be pissed. And even if you do get it, like, say, embedded into your palm, if mine didn't have, hypothetically, if mine didn't have an expiration date, I would like that. It'd be very convenient. I could just go up and pay. I don't think there's anything wrong with modifying your body. I mean, there's nothing unethical about it. There's nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't say there's nothing unethical about it because it's your choice and you're just modifying your body as you will. Biohacking's cool to me. I think it's based. Should it be connected to the internet? Probably not. But I don't know. I still think 23andme was still retarded. I think it should have just put a bunch of red flags in people's head that if this company ever gets sold off, what are they going to do with the data? How long do they keep it for? Do they delete it? How would they? How long are they legally required to keep it? You know, stuff like that. I would actually like to live even in a world where it's like the connection to stuff is more transparent. Like, hey, you're gonna get we're gonna put XYZ in here. I really need to find a way to fight flying decks. We're gonna put XYZ in here, and this is what it's gonna do. This is what it's gonna sell. This is what it's not gonna sell. You know, it's very difficult when they do have these TOSs that are way too complicated. So I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because I do think that there is a part of the internet stuff that we are connected to too much to the internet, and I do think that. But I do like the direction we're heading in, like terms of like convenience and not needing to manually do everything to a certain degree. Now, I don't like the subscription model. That's everything's a subscription model. I don't like that. I have an issue with it, so I like buying physical media now, and I like putting it on free and open source hardware if I can, and not always have to be connected to my phone. I think phones are great. I think phone does good things. So, are you pro or against techno? Are you talking about like a techno like crazy where like technology dictates our society? I'm definitely against that because technology. Well, technology is not a person or a thing, but I think if technology is dictating society, no, yeah, that'd be bad. I'm somewhat of a utilitarian, so like whatever makes society better and people happier and much easier, I'm definitely for. Whatever makes society better and whatever makes society more easy and better fulfilling lives, I'm for. But if we reach that through authoritarianism or techno, if I'm assuming that what you're talking about is a technocrat, I would be against that. Because again, technology cannot fundamentally achieve that like ethically, because technology doesn't have its ethics are based on society, and it could be very skewed who you talk to. Like depending on who you talk. Like remember that AI chatbot that got on Twitter for a little too long and ended up like becoming racist or something, or like the 4chan. Like imagine if like an AI chatbot got it got a bunch of its information from 4chan. Or like satire. Like technology can't understand satire. We can. Humans can understand satire. Robots can't. I don't even like the idea of of technology being super embedded into government, like everything, because that can be a slippery slope. A lot of these tech billionaires, they don't care who's in power. They just want to, they'll open their mouth and their anus for anyone because they want to exist as a business. That's all it is. It's not complicated. I'm not saying like both parties the same, because that's not true. They both have different, like different goals, or one's better than the other. But yeah, I want to try that 4chan AI. That'd be really funny. Motherfucker just dropping cards. Probably got something. But that's just something to like keep in mind. Like, you know, a lot of technology in hindsight, and I'm really getting like somehow fucked on health. These motherfuckers not be doing it. That life link is annoying though. Speaking of 4chan, what's your favorite board? I don't go on 4chan too often, actually. I go on Enchan sometimes, like very rarely. Like very rarely, and it's more or less to be funny. Oh damn! Thought it was everyone. But I did go on, I don't know, like, I like Reddit. I like Reddit. Like, I'll like go on Reddit more than anything. Reddit's got pros and cons though. Oh god, he's got that cuck. Oh, man, I fucking hate that card. Probably got a buff in there or something. I didn't even really go on 4chan. Yeah. I already had a feeling that like at some point, damn. What the fuck? How did... Okay. Yeah, this person keeps getting life. I'm gonna say I lost. Weird. Fucking weird. Weird ass fucking deck, bro. Like, I keep drawing the cards that like I barely even like have copies of. When this season's over. Let me try this one. It's, you know what? I mean, I remember Reddit Blackout. It was so fucking, it was a fucking cringe. That was pretty fucking cringe. That was stupid. And this is kind of like a controversial take. I don't, look, if people want to boycott an industry, oh, hell yeah. That's completely fine. They can choose to. But I think that just hurts the worker, because then they'll stop showing up to the location. And if they do it long enough, that location could consume less money. Like the billionaire CEOs aren't gonna fucking care that you're boycotting them. And then they're like, oh cool, this location makes less money. Let's destroy it. Let's shut it down. I mean, this probably happens more often than not. I'm gonna get 2 of these motherfuckers out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. So I think that you can protest and definitely show solidarity and not consume a product. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, they're not gonna fucking care. And it sucks because I wish companies would care about their employees and pay them a good wage, and society would get better. But it's not always that simple. Bro really fucking already drew that. Come on, please. Do any amount of damage. I'd love to, but I need to get rid of him. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna make it. Damn, bro. Reach and trample. What a fucking cut. I guess. Nothing I can do. What about those activists that goes around Starbucks and screams about Palestine then? I mean, it's alright. I mean, as long as they're not harming anyone, and I think people have the right to protest, man. Even if I don't agree with it. As long as they're not disrupting people to get to... Oh my god, if I could draw one more fucking land card, man. Was this fucker have vigilance? That's what I'm saying, bro. How do these fuckers get one fucking card? And it just changes their whole trajectory. God damn, bro. Magic the Gathering, if you listen to this, your shit's rigged. Fuck you. You don't make any fucking sense with your mana. But... Sorry, tilted. I mean, people have the right to protest if they want. I mean, I support that because they have the right to assemble and protest if they have a disposition with something. I just think boycotting a store, your local store, and you want to protect the worker at the end of the day, you're not doing that. You're actually, because all a CEO is going to look at is numbers, like a out of touch psycho, and they're like, this specific Starbucks in this one area is losing a ton of money every day, and it's costing me millions, so I can't get my second yacht. So let's fire the staff and shut down the store, you know, because the rent's too high and it's not producing income. Now you just unemployed all these people. It's insane. And my full opinion is let them do it. Let them boycott. Let them do the assembly. Let them unionize. Let them do it. You not buying your fucking coffee isn't doing shit. Sometimes it doesn't even affect them. They don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, whatever. Cool. I get to do less work, but now they're going to send me home because I have less work to do. And then they're going to have their middle to upper management be like, all right, let 4 of them go. You guys don't produce enough. That's all it is. It's a very simple economic structure. The Palestine thing though is, I mean, it's whatever. It's again people's rights to do as they see fit. But it's just an interesting, in my opinion, it's just an interesting way to do stuff. Like I'm vegan. I don't go around and crash out on people that aren't vegan because no one would listen to me personally. Which makes sense when you shove. Look, there's times for aggressive protesting. Should I go back to Windows 7 for nostalgia reasons? God, no, that sounds terrible. Yo, fuck this bitch. Yeah, I forget who is it, Steve Gibson? I think he uses Windows 7 and he patches it as far as he could. Which is kind of funny. This looks spooky. Damn it, I shouldn't have attacked. Of course he's gonna pick him because he's a bitch. And I think there's some people out there that actually still use Windows 7 to its full patch because they said it was the best. It was like their favorite. How does this always happen? If I can get mob, it's Jover for this man. Why don't I draw him more? Why am I drawing these fucking cards I have one of? I'll draw this. Everything. You know? But these fuckers get these one drops and it's just like life-changing damage they get. Insane. Oh yeah. Then Gen 2 or Arch? I like Arch more than Gen 2, and I've used Gen 2, kind of. I've kind of used Gen 2. I would like Gen 2 if I had a system that could compile everything. Oh my god, what a fucking cuck, bro. You thought, bitch. I think Gen 2 is cool, a cool concept. I like its package manager too. Honestly. 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna win this one, but because this fucking cuck right here has flying, and I do not. If I don't figure out something, I'm screwed. Oh my god. Hurry the fuck up, bro. How are you gonna take this long and fucking... I'm getting tilted. Jesus Christ, dude. Alright, I lost. We get it. God damn, bro. How do I get the shit end? But these fuckers just draw these fucking cards. Like they're purposely fucking counters to mine. Flying. What are the fucking odds? You get 2 flying creatures and this cuck just fucking dominates with it. What am I supposed to just think? Like, let me have reach in my deck regardless of what I'm building, because the retard that designed the fucking deck shuffling just couldn't figure it out. Just insane. Barbecue bussy is what I would say. Look at this shit. Gen 2 or so. I used if you ever want to use Gen 2 on easy, oh my god, bro, I can't. No. I already know what's gonna happen. I'm good. I'm good. I hate these. I already I've reconstructed my deck so many times. The second these cucks come out with deep cave, I already know what's gonna happen. And it's like, nope, I'm good. I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna somehow draw every perfect card under the sun, and nothing will change. I could remake a deck to the T. I could net deck and I would still get the shit end somehow. Maybe it's because I talk too much shit about these fucking morons that made the game. That's what it really is. I'm being punished. They're using my microphone against me. But who am I? Just, you know, give me a fucking a 3-drop, you know, fucking crazy. Yes, draw artifact I have 1 of. Real crazy. Got me fucked up. Yes, I love drawing card. Love drawing card that I have 1 of. Exactly 1 of. Wow. Let's see if the green boy, yeah. Yes, landfill. Yes, we get it. Oh my god, this fucking piece of shit card, dude. Truly, only fucking cucks do this card, like, not even kidding. It is by far the most annoying card. He can cast a non-land permanent card from my fucking graveyard, and it's got Death Touch, which is like, if I have a high, like a 5/3, why the fuck would I sacrifice that for 1 fucking card? Me, this is crazy. I'll get 4 or 5 creatures out. No, doesn't matter. Why would that matter? I want to get rid of this card. Ooh. I have no toxic, but it's okay. Destroy, exile each creature. You know what I'm saying? Like, exile each creature. Yeah, don't attack with them, you fucking bitch. Yeah, because you're a pussy. No, I wanted to attack with him. Damn it. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. That's okay, though. We all make some mistakes sometime. Oh, I can't block, though. Each one would kill me. Woo! One. Fuck this bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you and your pain. Barbecue sauce on this guy's balls. $100. He's just bathing in it. He's probably Windows. I should change my name in this to Windows 95 Killer, Linux Enjoyer. Can I? I can't? Damn. I should have thought of that. I should have changed it to... I wish I could change it to Gen 2 user. Compiling Gen 2 right now can't play. You should only have Linux themed names if you're a Linux user, so everyone knows. Arch user, by the way. Okay, nice. This is a great card. If I can get this card out. This is also a great card. Once I get 3, I'll have lifelink. Lifelink is huge. Oh god, another one of these fucking cucks, man. Just need one more. Oh, yep, he's really laying it down. Like a fat pussy. Ooh. Come on, give me one more land. Sweet, now we have lifelink. We're good. I'm doing like 1 damage a second to me, but... Give me land, give me land, give me land, give me land. Okay. still get my health back. Damn, 10 damage. And ward. What's my ability? Ooh, yeah, that'd be great. That would be good. That'd be a good move. I hate this deck because it takes so long. Come on, give me one more. Damn. That was another like 40-minute move. I literally just need March of War Oz. Makes everyone a 6/6. God, it's so annoying. It's got reach though. Tried that. Oh man. Who's got reach? Oh, none of them. Oh, he does. Damn it. Alright, I fucked that up. They have enough. I don't have enough fucking toxic. Damn. $162. Okay. Yeah. Choose your blocks. Okay. Beautiful. Yep, you fucked up. No, why didn't that make me fly? It was supposed to make me fly, bro. Right? Dude, the reach is what's killing me. I would have won this by now. Is he just joking around at this point? The reach is like literally fucking retarded. It's like one creature with fucking reach just defeated me and it sucks. It's like bullshit. It's like, fuck, dude. Why? Why do you have this one creature with reach? I would have had it. He had fucking nothing for health left. I mean, in terms of poison counter. The retard literally had 0 fucking defense against it, besides the one card that did reach. And I wish I would have I didn't fuck up. I should have put flying. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but whatever. There's probably a way I could have done it where he would have lost. That's why I like proliferate so much, because it can just double the fucking counters. Even this card wasn't even bad. Like, you know, right off, you know, hindsight. I'm just gonna do one white. Seven drop though. Probably not a good card to drop right now, but whatever. What is this? Okay, yeah, I lost this one. I need to adjust my poison counter deck or something. That's what I need to work on. I need to work on a token deck. I'm just gonna wait the season out. It's only got like 2 days left. I'll stream other things and then I'll come back with a vengeance. But thanks for joining me, guys. I have streamed over an hour. I'm gonna go look at funny stuff on the internet. I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good night, and remember, stay safe. Signal